Checking in again with Quincy City Clerk Nicole Crispo to get a rundown of this week's Board of License Commissioners meeting, the last full week of April. Nikki, it's going quick.
Certainly is. Joe, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for taking a little time to talk with us. It was a speedy one, right?
It was only two items on the agenda. We had a full quorum at our meeting, and we got right to agenda item number one, hearing regarding the request of Safe Harbors Marina Bay for a one-day liquor license for a client event at the private boaters dock at 333 Victory Road. The event is on Saturday, April 27th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Jay Southwood was there representing. This is like I said, a private boaters event. They will have hot smoke barbecue, and Jay Southwood, excuse me, from the brewery out there, and that passed 5-0. Agenda item number two, here regarding the request of Quincy Gas LLC, 451 Quincy Ave, for a gas station and retail food license due to a change of owner operator of Quincy Gas. Proposed manager and operator Harvey Kurtzman. No operational changes are planned. 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday. Harvey Kurtzman, the longtime owner of this gas station, is going to go back into running it himself. So I'm happy to have Harvey back, of course. And he is going to have some packaged food available there and drinks.
When I saw Harvey's name on the agenda, I said, wow, there's a blast from the past.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That's great to see he's still around.
Yeah, and working hard, and looking forward to this opportunity. And that went through 5-0 as well.
Okay, very good.
And
Welcome
that
back,
concluded our agenda. And our next hearing will be on May 7th.
Okay, very good. Now I'll ask you to put your city clerk's hat back on. Not that it ever comes off, certainly, but talk a little bit about the city census.
Yes. So we just the girls in the election department, as busy as they are with nomination papers and things like that for the fall, have just finished the onslaught of census that came back. We do still have a significant amount of people that did not return the census. So we're going to send out a card to all households to update the city census. That being said, we're trying to be a little more innovative, get people to return it. Of course, it's always postage paid, but we're going to go even a step further and get a QR code on the card that will send you right to an email that if you put in your family last name and barcode number from the card, it'll update your census. We're gonna try it.
Make it much easier unless you go door to door.
Right. We're gonna try it. We want to make it as easy as possible. We want to get as many people to get it back as we can, because it affects your voting in September and November. And we have to keep that in mind, that it's a state election and a federal election this year. And for you to go to the polls, in that you live in the city of Quincy, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get through the line. And if you're listed as inactive, which is what happens when you don't answer the census, then you have to fill out an affirmation form that says that you still live there and show proof. We don't want to do that. we want to make it as easy for you as possible. Even if you voted in March, you still have to answer the census in order to stay off that inactive list. We have 22,000 people on the inactive list right now. And we have 65,000 voters. And we're expecting, somewhere around 75% turnout for November. So in order to facilitate the day of the polls, the line at the polls, we want to make it as easy for the residents of Quincy, even if you come to vote in person, you're going to have to show ID that you still live there. So rather than to do that, we ask you to just get that census back to us.
All right, because it'll just slow things down, right, at the polls.
It slows things down. It slows you down. It's always like, oh, do I have time now? Should I go before work? Should I go after work? It's just one of those things. And to get taken out of the line and then, have to come, even if you ran in and left your information at home, it's easier to just answer that census as quick as possible. And we figured that this is a way. If you answer that QR code with your phone camera and then just putting your last name in the barcode that's on that card, we can update it for you.
Okay. All right. What happens if somebody votes by mail that's on the inactive list? Do you have to notify them?
Yep, you do. So, or it'll say that you're inactive and you have to, put proof in with your with your envelope.
I see. Okay. Okay, so they'll know basically when you send them the ballot that they're on the inactive list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just fill out your census, basically. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And those cards will be going out in the mail shortly?
Yeah, we're working with the vendor now. So I would suspect within the next 2 weeks.
Okay. So folks
Anticipate.
for that. Excellent. Any update on dog licenses, Nikki?
Yeah, we're still, Vital Statistics here, is still working, updating people's, mail requests. You can certainly come in and, register your dog here at the window and get your tag, or we're mailing them out and please update your dogs. We know that there are over 3,000 dogs registered, and we know that there's probably 5,000 dogs in our city. So it's your responsibility as a dog owner, to make sure that your dog has its rabies shots and make sure that your dog is licensed, just so that, if God forbid something happen, either your dog gets lost, you can, if somebody finds your dog, we have a way of tracing it back, or, if your dog gets in a scuffle, we have a way to let either dog owner know that the dog has had his rabies shot.
Yeah, it protects you and other people at the same time. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
and they
it's
can
the
get
law.
that. And oh yeah, that too. They can get information from your office.
Certainly call 617-376-1135, 1136. If you want to know if your dog's rabies shot is up to date, if you've registered them in the past, we have that information here. If not, certainly call your vet, and we're here 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday to answer questions, to help people at the window get their dog tags.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Nikki. Appreciate the update as always.
Okay, thank you.